What's going on, people? Welcome back to Carnage Extra, and we got another World Cup watch-along. Netherlands versus Sweden. I actually think this is a very underrated matchup because I believe the favorite is Netherlands. But Sweden, in my opinion, they got a decent squad, right? You look at the attacking options that they have up front, Victor Gyökeres, Alexander Isak. I think they can do something, right? Two of the better strikers in the Premier League. But Netherlands overall, when you look at their squad, I think they're better in midfield. I think Netherlands have a better defense. And even though their attack is where I think the team is lacking, they still have options up front that can hurt you. So this is a very interesting matchup in Group F of this World Cup group stage. Now, this is the first watch-along of two for the day. We are also going to be doing Germany versus Ivory Coast. Another very interesting matchup as well. So make sure that you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, get in the chat. Let me know what you think is going to happen for this match. Who's going to score? What's your predictions in terms of the outcome? Who do you think is going to be the X factor? Anything that's on your mind, guys. Also, you got to turn on those notifications so you don't miss when we're live. And shout out okjersey.com. The link is pinned in the top of the chat. Go visit them, right? Use my code WILL. Get your national team kit or get your club kit. Either one. Use my code WILL. You'll save money. Come on, Sweden. Yo, big up Kingsley. I'm actually hate watching Sweden because Matrix is from Sweden. So we are rooting for the Netherlands. We are. Let me see. Yo, Blazer. Just ate some fried rice? What kind of fried rice? What, like Thai fried rice or... Because, like, that's the one that everybody loves. It's some good Thai fried rice. Yeah, we are going to pull up the 11s in just a few minutes. Yusuf, what's good, bro? Huh. Yo, Will, why are we doing a watch-along to this game? Are you not interested in Netherlands versus Sweden? You don't think this is a good match? When you look at the standings, the Netherlands have to win, right? Because Sweden, they did score, 5 goals when they played Tunisia. So, look, like, this match matters. Netherlands can't afford to mess around. Sweden are top of the group. Japan and Netherlands, they drew. Tunisia, yeah, they got violated. I do think Sweden have a good attack. I think this is going to be a good game. So I was like, why not do a watch along for it? Now, let's talk about the 11s because Netherlands are on the 4-3-3. You have Verbruggen in goal, Van de Ven at left back, Van Heck, Van Dijk, and Dumfries to complete the back line. Now, funny about this, him and Mickey Van de Ven are now teammates. Tottenham just signed this guy from Brighton. So yeah, him and Van de Ven, they got to start building that chemistry anyways because now they're both Tottenham defenders. In the midfield, Tijani Reinders, Frankie, and Ryan Gravenberch. And then in the attack, Gakpo on the left, Brabry in the 9, Daniel Malin on the right. Somerville has been dropped. And that's a bit weird because Somerville scored a very good goal against Japan. So I don't think a lot of people would have expected that. Now, looking at Sweden's 11, they are in a 3-1-4-2. What a formation. I see Victor Lindelof, right? In the midfield. I'm not that familiar with their midfielders, but, of course, the 2 guys up top, Alexander Isak, Victor Gyökeres. I think this is going to be an open game. Don't be surprised if whoever wins this match, it ends up being like a 3-2. And I am leaning towards the Netherlands. Can we do a bracket challenge for the knockout stage? Yeah, I'm probably going to drop a video on this channel on like my predictions for the round of 32. But when you say a knockout challenge, I'm not sure like what you mean. Yo, Relic, what's good? Yeah, it's a decent match, but there were other matches you didn't do a watch along for. Like what? Like what were other decent matches that I didn't do a watch along for? I think I've hit on all the games that I thought were going to be interesting. I think this one will be interesting. And then after this, we're doing Germany versus Ivory Coast, which I think is going to be a good matchup as well. I'm not going to do Ecuador versus Curacao. Tomorrow, I'm not doing any games. I don't think any of those matchups are worth me being on camera for. But Monday, we're going to be doing 3 watch-alongs on Monday, which is going to be insane. We got Argentina versus Austria. Then we're going to be doing France versus Iraq. And then Norway versus Senegal. So, yeah, Monday is going to be an absolute madness. No, so you don't just go through if you finish 3rd place. There's only, I think, like 7 3rd place teams that can go through. Not everyone. So, like, how many groups are there? I think it's like 8. Hold on, let me see. So, hold on. Okay, so there are 13 groups, and only 8 3rd place teams can go through. I think it's dependent on, like, the goal difference and how that compares to the other 3rd place teams. So, for example, if it was to end right now, let's say tomorrow is when the knockouts begin. These are the 8 3rd place teams that would be going through. So there's 12, 8 go through, 4 will be eliminated. So, I mean, the odds, if you're Netherlands, they are in your favor, but you just have to be careful because, yeah, I do believe it is the goal difference. Or is it just about the points that you have? No. It's just about the points that you accumulate. So whoever has the best points in third place, the top 8, goes through. I'm pretty sure if there's some teams, like look, for example, Scotland and Paraguay. As of right now, they're 1 and 2 for the best third place team. But if you look, the reason why Scotland are number 1 is because they have the same points. They both have 3. But Scotland are above them because Scotland have a 0 goal difference, whereas Paraguay have a -2 goal difference. But then look at Netherlands. They are sitting 3rd. And then if you look, yeah, all these guys right here are on 0 goal difference. So then I think it goes over to goals scored. So if you're tied on goal difference, then it'll just go, the tiebreaker will then go to who has scored the most goals so far, which the Netherlands has. So this is why, even though they're on the same amount of points and they're on the same goal difference, the Netherlands are over Belgium and Portugal, Spain, Czech, and Bosnia at the moment, right? Now, Czech and Bosnia, again, they have 1 point as well, but their goal difference, -1 for Czech, -3 for Bosnia. So, yeah, I mean, it's just about the point system. And then there's other tiebreakers, right? If you have the same amount of points, then it goes to goal difference. If you have the same amount of goal difference, then it goes to who scored the most goals. So, there's different ways to be able to break it up. But, yeah. Only the best 8 are able to get in. You create a group, drop the link, and everyone joins up with their created bracket, similar to March Madness. Yo, you know what, King? I'm going to look into that, bro. That sounds like a very good idea. So, yeah, we'll check that out. But if you're Netherlands, you don't want to be coming in as a third-place team because then that gives you a much harder matchup. Yo, Pappy, what's good, bro? I appreciate the raid, brother. Flame Boy, I'm doing good. I can't complain. I'm excited for this match. I think we're going to get a good amount of goals. I'm saying 3-2 for Netherlands. That's how I'm feeling right now. Sweden finishing is lethal, but Dutch finishing is mid. Yeah. I think Sweden have the better attack because of Victor Gyökeres and Isak. Whereas the Netherlands, their attack is mid, but their midfield is better. Their defense is better. Yo, Vishaw. Hope you're good, bro. Kingsley, you're from Sweden. Really? Okay, fair enough. Look, I am hate watching Sweden today. My guy Matrix lives in Sweden. I need to hate watch them. I don't want to see any of his national teams do well. And it's getting to the point where I might even start rooting against Portugal. You know what I'm saying? Even though next Saturday, when Portugal plays Colombia, I like more than Portugal. So, yeah, CR7 got to hold it for that day. Hopefully you have a great stream. But, yo, Papillon, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for the raid. If you guys are new here, right, welcome to Carnage Extra, the second channel. All the World Cup watch-alongs will be here. All the videos and watch-alongs for Premier League content, other stuff, all that is here. Football Carnage is just for Real Madrid, a little bit of Barca. I even drop Barca news on this channel as well. But Football Carnage for Real Madrid, Carnage Extra for everything else. So hit that like button, subscribe, get in the chat. Let me know what you guys are saying for this match. Vote on the poll for how do you think this game is going to end, right? You can either pick Netherlands, Sweden, or a draw. At the moment, 80% of you are saying Netherlands, and then 10% for Sweden, but then 10% for a draw. I think Netherlands being an 80% favorite here, that's a bit crazy. 80%? I think it should be like 60-40 64, 65%. Yusuf, big up, bro. Man said, Dan, Will don't like IKEA? What that mean? What IKEA got to do with Sweden? What am I missing here? Yeah, I'm not sure. Portugal will fumble versus Uzbekistan. Come on, man, stop it. Portugal will beat them. But I need Colombia to beat Portugal, though. Sorry, not sorry. Thoughts on the Comunicado Oficial? Are you talking about the one that Real Madrid dropped for Olise? To be honest, bro, I haven't looked at it. Because when I first saw Comunicado Oficial Olise, I was thinking, bro, have we just signed this guy? Like, this stream right here was about to get canceled. Because I'm like, bro. But, I mean, to kind of come out and just talk about, you know, that the rumors are false. Like, do we care? Genuinely, like, do we care? This move is not going to happen, chat. Let me pull it up right here, because I actually didn't read it. I just knew that it wasn't about us signing him. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, hey, look, man. Dumfries Masterclass, bro. Dumfries Masterclass, of course. Real Madrid player. You know he's going to perform. All right, so here's our statement. So Real Madrid statement denies any agreement on personal terms with Olise, pointing at relationship with Bayern. I don't know. Maybe we're trying to play the long game, right? You know, maybe we drop this statement to not piss off Bayern, right? You know, you come out, you deny that we've agreed personal terms, you deny that we've talked to the player, and then maybe after the World Cup, Bayern will be open to possibly talking about selling him, right? It's just about doing a bit of damage control. They don't want to get Bayern riled up. But, okay, so this is what Real Madrid have said about Olise. In response to reports in various media outlets regarding an alleged interest from our club and Bayern Munich player Michael Olise, Real Madrid wishes to state that it has not had any direct or indirect contact with the aforementioned player. This represents what? Brother, why are they dropping this? Like, now that I'm reading it, why are they dropping this? Like, okay, maybe it's just like I said, for damage control. But, bro, there's rumors all the time about clubs agreeing fucking terms and transfer fees and transfer rumors. Why are we dropping a Comunicado Oficial on this? It genuinely just comes off as if we're just bored. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Let's keep it going, though. Real Madrid wishes to state that it has not had any direct or indirect contact with the aforementioned player, his representatives, or anyone in his entourage. Real Madrid also wishes to highlight the excellent institutional relationship it maintains with Bayern, with whom it shares a long history of mutual respect, collaboration, and admiration, and regrets the spread of speculation that does not correspond to reality. Both clubs have always maintained... matter of fact, I'm going to just drop a video about this. Fuck all that. We got to drop a video on this. Yeah. Yeah. We gonna have to drop something on this. Cause what is the point? Cause I think we have a higher chance of signing him now. Yeah, I have a few theories on why we dropped this. But I'll talk more about it in a video. I think that makes more sense, right? We're here to be locked in on the World Cup. Netherlands versus Sweden. Again, I think this match is going to be very open. I think we're going to see a good amount of goals. I'm predicting Netherlands to go through 3-2. That's how I'm feeling right now. 3-2. Yeah, I low-key think that they're trying to avoid what happened when Barcelona were trying to sign, what the fuck? Yeah. When Barcelona were trying to sign Julian Alvarez, and we saw how Atletico Madrid were pissed off because they felt like the media reports were trying to force them to sell. Yeah, I think Real Madrid are trying to avoid pissing Bayern off. That's just how it comes across. Yo, these jackets that Netherlands are wearing are crazy. These jackets are crazy. They look nice, low key. Yo, speaking about right wing, Rafinha out now. You think Carlo gives a start to Endrick or Ryan? Ryan. Carlo, don't rate Endrick, bro. I don't care what anybody tells me. Carlo, don't rate Endrick. Actions speak louder than words. I don't care how much Carlo comes out and calls him a good player and his potential, etc. Carlo, don't rate Endrick. We've seen it with his time at Real Madrid, and now we see it with his time for Brazil. Endrick is just cooked. Like, Endrick would literally have to bag a hat trick to force Carlo to start playing him consistently.
You should react and rank all the World Cup songs.
Yeah, yo, big up for the super chat. I appreciate that, Unity. But yeah, somebody asked me that before. I'm just not interested in doing that. I don't really care about the World Cup songs. It doesn't really. Hold on, wait a minute. Who is Sweden's manager? Graham Potter is Sweden's manager? Where have I been? Bro. Graham Potter is Sweden's manager. You see? This is the nonsense that I'm talking about. Graham Potter is English. Again, why is someone from the UK Sweden's manager? I'm telling y'all, keep national team managers the same nationality as the team they are coaching. I don't know why Carlo don't rate the guy. He just don't. Maybe it's just not his style of player, right? Everybody has a preference on what they like. I just don't think Endrick is Carlo's cup of tea. That's all that it is. I Show Speed World Cup song is good. Brother, I saw this guy on TikTok that created a World Cup song, and everybody was cooking him for doing it. It sounds like some shit that Speed would have made. People just glaze Speed because he's Speed. If Speed would have made that World Cup song, everybody would, oh my God, it's so good. But because it's like some random kid, oh yeah, let's clown him. Speed shit suck too. Let's keep it a buck. I don't really care for the World Cup songs. They just all sound trash. And they're all AI generated. Like the ones on TikTok, like, oh, Portugal's World Cup song. Oh, Brazil. All of them are AI generated. Carnage, I've read that Elise is the fourth player Real Madrid has dropped an official statement denying rumors after Mbappe, Neymar, and Pogba. I don't remember us dropping a statement for Neymar and Pogba. I know that Real Madrid did try and sign all those players, but I don't remember seeing statements like all those years ago. He probably would have played João Pedro more than Endrick. I mean, shit, at least Endrick got the call up, bro. Respect Speed? No. I do respect Speed. He's a great content creator, but people just glaze him because he's the biggest. I'm telling you, for example, if I dropped the same World Cup song that Speed did, let's say Speed never dropped it, and if I dropped it, and if I let's say I created it, I posted on YouTube, I posted on TikTok, they're going to cook me. They say, oh, that shit is trash. But because Speed is a big creator, yeah, it's amazing. No, it's not, brother. Shit sucks. Shit is trash. And that's okay. Like, I don't have to glaze anybody. Shit is trash. There's no problem with me giving my true opinion. So if Pep wants to coach USA, you're going to say no. Yes. I don't think, by the way, I don't think Pep Guardiola would be a good national team manager. You can't buy national team players. Pep Guardiola is a checkbook manager. He likes to rebuild his teams. You can't rebuild a national team. A national team, you just have to work with what you're given. That's just it. So if that country got nothing but trash players, you're going to have a trash team. Pep, for me, is more of a club manager. That's where he's elite. International stage, unless he's going to be with France. Yeah, like he would have to be going to a country that already has, like, just the best of the best. Yeah, Netherlands are about to get things started.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah, like Pep should be managing Spain. If you're the U.S. men's national team, your manager should be American. If you're from the England national team, your manager should be from England. Brazil should have a Brazil manager. Italy should have an Italian manager. Portugal should have a Portuguese manager. That's international football. I don't even think Pep fucking knows the American national anthem. Pochettino probably learned that shit last week. And we got kickoff, people. I'm saying 3-2 Netherlands. I think this will be a high-scoring game. So I'm looking at the poll before I end it. 78% are saying Netherlands. 15% are saying Sweden. 7% are saying draw. Fair. Let's see. No, it's not that I hate Pep. I wouldn't take fucking Carlo Ancelotti to be USA's manager. I wouldn't take Zidane to be USA's manager. The point of international football is for the best of each country to represent themselves. How do you have a German managing England? That makes no sense. How do you have an Argentinian managing USA? So it's just not the best of that country then. Pep will make the World Cup feel like a farmer's league. Sure, buddy. We've never seen Pep work without a transfer budget, by the way. You just can't get rid of your national team players. If that country did not produce a good amount of talent, you're cooked. I feel like people genuinely think that an elite manager makes the difference. It really does not. Because the manager can only do but so much. The manager is not on the pitch. So if your players are just fucking trash, there's nothing that a manager can do. What do you think? Pep Guardiola can go to fucking Sunderland and win the Prem with that team that they have right now? No. No manager can do that. What do you think? Zidane can go to fucking Paris FC and what? Have them win the Champions League? The three-peat? No. You're only as good as your players. If your players are trash, there's nothing that you can do as a manager. If your players make mistakes, if your players can't defend, if your players are going to miss 1v1s, what can you do as a manager? Nothing. Except for try and buy someone else. Bro, Pep will not manage Spain because he's Catalan. Brother, that means nothing. That means nothing. All those Barca players who are from Catalonia, how come they don't then reject Spain? How come they're in the World Cup? Why? Nobody cares about Catalonia. They want to represent the national team. Catalonia is in Spain. So, if that was the case, all these players from Barcelona would never want to represent Spain then. Yet, all of them do. All of them do. Lamine Yamal could have represented Morocco. Why'd he pick Spain? He's from the area of Catalonia. Why is Joan Garcia there? He's from Catalonia. Kubarsi. Why are they all with the Spanish national team? Nobody gives a fuck about Catalonia. What American manager would I take? I mean, it's not really my job to figure that out. All that I'm saying is that America's manager should be American. Spain's manager should be Spain. From Spain. That's just how it is, bro. That is how it is, man. Pep is nothing without Negreira and 115. Yeah, I'm be real, bro. Pep's legacy is a bit spooky. Because everywhere he's been, except for Bayern, there's been speculation on cheating. So, I mean, I think Pep is a phenomenal manager. He's one of the best that I've ever seen. But, yeah, I mean, the Negreira thing with Barca, and now the 115 charges against Man City. It does make his legacy a little bit suspect, but he's regardless, he's still a good manager, though. Xavi was kind of screwed when he managed Barca. He couldn't do good elsewhere. Well, he got the job because Xavi was in the Middle East cooking. Xavi, before getting the Barca job, was cooking in the Middle East. He did, he proved himself that he can manage, have tactics, etc. Oh, 1-0! Netherlands have scored already! Oh my goodness. Chat, I'm trying to tell you, this match is going to have goals. Yeah, Brian Brobby scored. Yeah, Turkey got eliminated. Arda can hold that. Come back to Madrid now, brother. Get your rest. I don't even want to see Arda play that last game against the USA. He should have been on the first flight back to Madrid last night, bro. Get rest, because next season is going to be a madness, brother. Morocco with Yamal would destroy, bro. Morocco would cook. Could you imagine Hakimi and Yamal on the right side? But again, that proves my point. Yamal is from Catalonia. How come he didn't pick... If being from Catalonia means that you never manage or represent Spain, all these Barca guys want to play for Spain. So, like, what are we doing here? That's my point. Bro's a cheat and can only do work with money. Yeah, I mean, you definitely have to factor that in, like, when you talk about Pep's legacy. Casemiro just signed for Inter Miami. That's good for him, bro. He's washed. Have you seen Casemiro in the World Cup, bro? It's over. It was only America or Saudi Arabia for him. Shot off by Victor Gyökeres. Good save. Corner here for Sweden. Yeah. Casemiro only had two choices after leaving Manchester United, brother. Saudi or America. Pick one. Pick one. Yeah, Khaled, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I think they're trying to avoid pissing off Bayern. Like, they don't want Bayern to act like Atletico. Like how Atletico are acting over Julian Alvarez with Barca because they think Barca are manipulating the media to, say, oh, the player wants out and things. I think Madrid are trying to get ahead of that, to not piss Bayern off, so that maybe after the World Cup, they'll be open to talking. But I still think the deal happening is almost impossible, bro. If Elise does not ask for it, and again, I'm dropping a video, maybe tomorrow morning, I'll break it down in more depth, but yeah. It's a few different theories that I have. Who scored? Brian Brobry. I think current Morocco have better players than Spain. I don't think they're that far off from Spain. Like, I think Spain just has a better midfield. But then Morocco's midfield's not bad, though. And I think Morocco's attack, I think you can make the argument, it's better than Spain's. But I don't know. Spain never called up Hakimi. Remember, so Hakimi represents Morocco, but Hakimi is from Spain, bro. Hakimi was born in Spain. Hakimi was in Madrid's academy for like 10 years, bro. Yeah, Hakimi was literally born in Madrid. He was in our academy for 10 years. He made his debut for us. And then we loaned him to Dortmund and then sold him to Inter. And Spain never called him up. But if Hakimi was playing for Barca, came from La Masia, I bet you he would have got a Spain call-up. Because Spain could use him, bro. Inter Miami is La Liga old head. Yeah, brother. It's basically Messi and friends. That's just what it is, man. Olise is young. Madrid will get him eventually. I mean, Olise is not that young. What is he, 25? No, he's 24. 24. I mean, he's not that young, bro. Let's not act like Olise is Yamal's age. In a few months, he'll be in his mid-20s. So, like, when would we get him? When he's 29? Morocco is missing a good striker. Yeah, they do have that player that just signed for Bayern. I forgot his name, but I saw him score versus Brazil. And then he also scored versus Scotland. So, yeah. But they have a good team, though. Morocco do. Yeah, I agree. Brahim Diaz as well. That's why he chose Morocco, because Spain never called him up. Hakimi never got called up. I'm telling you, if they were from La Masia, they would have got called up. Who cares? It's our boys out there doing the hard work mentally and physically. I have no idea what you're yapping about, Yamaha. Netherlands are here again. Decent cross. Wins the header, but that's not enough on that. Yeah. Sabari from PSV. Yeah, he just signed for Bayern. He's a good player, bro. He's a very good player. Yo, Bayern have very good scouts. Like, Bayern do a very good job of scouting. You have to give them credit. Yo, Christian, I'm doing good. Netherlands look very dangerous. Is that a corner for them? Is that a corner for the Dutch? Is Dumfries playing? Yeah. He's at right back. Sabari and Buati are gems. This Buati kid is so overrated, man. He's so overrated. Did y'all watch him versus Scotland? Did nothing. Average. He's not worth 70 million. I would not be signing him. Yeah, Lise turns 25 in November. I was thinking he was only 22. Yeah, bro. Lise is about to be mid-20s, bro. If a deal don't get done within the next year, then nah. Lee Kang from South Korea is very good. Doesn't he play for Lee Kang? Is that the guy from Wolves? Or is he at PSG? Where is Lee Kang? PSG. So then who's the guy from Wolves? Who am I thinking of? Who's the guy from Wolves? And I think that's Hang. Yeah, I don't... look, bro. All their names be fucking confusing me. I can't lie, man. Yeah, PSG. Yeah, let's see how Sweden respond. Because currently, if you look at the live table, Netherlands are top of Group F. So if the match ends like this, then they'll end the day top, even though they started it in third place. So here's live table. Yeah, nah, but guys, look, big up everybody that's here, man. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Get in the live chat. Let's talk. Because I don't really care who wins this game. Even though I would prefer the Netherlands. Did you guys see that Ansu Fati dropped the music video? South Korea. South Africa is beating South Korea. You trust the boys? I don't know, man. Where are South Africa sitting in their group? Because they lost to Mexico. And then they drew with Czech. So are South Korea second in the group? Man said Gyökeres is just here for the cooling breaks. That is insane. That is insane, bro. Yeah, it's a very good start from the Netherlands. Why are you hating on Buwadi? Kid is nice. All right, so then you go spend 70 million to go sign him, even though nobody watches Lille. So, like, come on, bro. People see one good performance versus Brazil, and go drop 80 million on an 18-year-old from Lille. Yeah. Nobody watches the French league. I'm not trying to spend 70 million on Buwadi. Fuck no. Yo, big up Beanie Man. Bro, he was very good versus Brazil. Again, against Scotland, he was okay, bro. Yo, sub, I hope that you're good. Two things I think we all know. Turkey are out. Yep, they're out. And what's going on in the Michael Olise news? Yeah, Turkey are the biggest disappointment so far of the tournament. A lot of people thought Turkey were going to top the group. I had America topping the group. I had Turkey coming second. So, yeah, that's a bit of a surprise, like how bad Turkey have been. So, yeah, they're done. Their last match will be against the USA. USA have already, oh my gosh, that's 2-0. That's 2-0. What a ball into the box. Is that Dumfries' assist or Dumfries' goal? Because I don't think Brobry gets to that. He's trying to be shameless and claim it. But I don't think Brobry gets to it. 2-0. Yo, Sweden are getting cooked. What a ball by Dumfries. He's onside. Oh, yeah, no. Brobby does get to it. No. The striker touch it. That's Dumfries' assist. That's Dumfries' assist. Yes, sir. Dumfries' assist. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The Madrid players in the World Cup so far are cooking, man. Yeah. Initially, I didn't think that the striker got to it. I thought it was supposed to be a cross, but he just missed and it still went to the back of the net. That should be Dumfries' assist. It should be. Now that's tough. Yeah. Sweden got to respond like now. I said 3-2 Netherlands. They've already scored 2 goals before the 20th minute. My prediction might be cooked. Sweden got to start fighting back, man. Is Dumfries playing good this tournament? Yeah, I think he's been solid in the games that I've watched. I mean, they've only played twice so far. He's had a good start to this game. But the match against Japan, yeah, I thought Dumfries was solid. I don't think he cooked. Trent punching the air right now. I mean, yeah, it sucks for Trent because the guy, he didn't even get called up for the World Cup. Thomas Tuchel just don't like Trent, man. Guler gave them 2 perfect passes at the end. These players from Turkey are trash. With all respect, they used an open head in the last minute. They missed 3 to 4 easy goals. Look, I'm not upset that Arda is getting knocked out. Come back to Madrid, get some rest. Because next season, we go again, okay? Next season is going to be a madness. Next season, we're going to be winning La Liga. We're going to be winning another domestic trophy. We're going to be going deep in every single competition. So, hey, look, Arda, I'm sorry that you got knocked out, but you'll be all right, little bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep. Let's go. Get rest. Real Madrid, let's be real. Madrid are more important than Turkey, okay? We're all thinking it, all right? Come back and just enjoy the next few weeks. Get your body right, brother. Here watching Mickey Van de Ven. Yeah. But Fabrizio Livingstone, big up to you, brother. Fabrizio has already said that Tottenham don't plan on selling Van de Ven, so yeah, I don't know, bro. I feel like Barca are a little fucked here, like in the market, because you want a striker, but like there's no striker that's available. Like I don't know who Barca can realistically go out there and get. Like Atletico Madrid said that they're not selling Julian Alvarez. And I don't see a deal happening unless Alvarez comes out publicly, which it does not seem like he's going to do. João Pedro has 7 years left on his Chelsea deal, so they're going to be playing hardball. Who can Barca go get that can improve their attack? And I was saying this in the Chaos group chat, but if I'm Barca, I would just go and get... If I'm Barca... What I would do is go and get Krupi from Bournemouth. He's a very good player. I think you can get him for maybe 80 million. But like the striker market right now is just cooked. Like it's genuinely cooked. And you can't go into the next season with Ferran Torres being your only 9. This is why I told Barca fans that they gave up on Victor Roque too easily. They should have kept Roque at the club on a 2-year loan. He would have been coming back this summer, and then maybe you see what Roque can do. But now, you have no striker. Unless you tell me that that Egyptian kid, Hamza, is going to be the guy. 17-year-old Egyptian. I don't know, bro. I have no idea what Barca are going to do. But yeah, I think Krupi, that kid's a baller, bro. Hydration break. I don't know what. Maybe you go and sign Vlahovic. He's free. He just left Juventus. Free agent. Just got to agree wage. Give him a little signing bonus. Maybe. But like, in terms of like, there's no real top striker that you're not going to have to break the bank for. It's just crazy at the moment. But yeah, I mean, look, 2-0 during the hydration break. Netherlands are giving Sweden belt to ass. They have been all over them. Brian Brobry has a brace. We are not even at the half-hour mark. Insane. Man said, put Marcus Rashbutt as striker. I mean, but they don't even want to spend money to bring him back. They spent $80 million on Anthony Gordon. Like, when you actually think about the Gordon signing, like, how dumb was that? $80 million on Anthony Gordon. Understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, brother. That $80 million could have probably got you Krupi from Bournemouth. That $80 million You could have used that, maybe 30 more million, and maybe you could have got fucking João Pedro for 100 M's. I don't know. Anthony Gordon, bro. Yeah, I have no idea what they're going to do. I just don't see any striker that's available. Man said, Real Madrid, just give us Endrick. Why would I give you Endrick? Are you mad? I think Endrick will cook at Barca, by the way. Yo, Endrick at Barca? Oh, my God. Underneath Hansi Flick? Bro? Carnage needs to join Barca for fun? Bro, don't ever disrespect me like that again, dog. Don't ever disrespect me like this.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Victor Osimhen? I think Osimhen would be a phenomenal player for Barca. I think he would cook for Barca. But the issue is the money. Galatasaray last summer paid 70 million for him. How much you think they're going to want from Barca? 100, 120? And then you got to pay Victor Osimhen's wages. You think a Nigerian is going to be taking a pay cut? Are you mad? A pay cut from a Nigerian? Absolutely not. So you got to probably give fucking Galatasaray like 110 million. And then you got to be paying Osimhen like 20 million. Because I think he's on about like 300 plus. So he'd probably want like 400 from Barca. Again, I just don't see where Barca are going to be able to get a market opportunity for a striker. It's going to be hard for you guys. Yeah, I mean, if Endrick was taller, I mean, yeah, bro, he would be insane. Yo, Carnage, what's your IG, bro? I want to talk to you about that product, Ultra Natural. All right, yo, bro, just hit me up, Football Carnage, bro, on Instagram. Just hit me up. Still, these coolers think they're pulling statement signings. Papillon literally called it a statement signing. I mean, so Anthony Gordon, I get what Papillon is saying if he called it a statement signing, because it is a statement signing, but it's not, right? So the reason why it's a statement signing is because it showed that Barcelona have money. It shows that Barcelona can go in and get a deal done very quickly for big money, right? Like, that's the statement right there. The statement is that Barca are back in the transfer market, right? Like, that is a statement. The player is not a statement, because Anthony Gordon is fucking trash. The guy is a horrible finisher. On the ball, he is worse than Marcus Rashford. They paid 80 million because off the ball, Anthony Gordon is elite off the ball. He runs and presses, which Hansi Flick loves. But as an attacker, Gordon is not good. That is the issue with the signing. You could have found somebody for a lot cheaper that is just more of a runner and a guy that will press off the ball. But it is a statement because Barca, they spent big money and they got the deal done very fast. So in that regards, it's a statement. But the player is not a statement signing. It's the manner of how Barca got the deal done that makes it a statement. Yes, we are going to be live for Germany, Ivory Coast. Yes, bro. Now, you know what it is? Like, Barca just don't know how to operate when they have money. Like, that's the main problem. Like, if it wasn't for La Masia, we have to be very honest. And this is why you have to respect La Masia. That is the best academy in the world, okay? Because if it was not for that academy, Barcelona would not be a big club. Barca would be fucking trash if it was not for La Masia. Because Barcelona with money, they are idiots. Look at their top 10 highest signings. There's only maybe 3 players that did not flop. And thing is, like, for example, when Barca signed Dembele, When Barca signed Coutinho, I thought these were, almost there for Sweden. Could not control the ball. Great cross into the box. Great cross into the box. Yeah, he just couldn't control that. I gotta see that again. Yeah. He tried to chest it, and that shit just like a fucking trampoline, bro. But yeah, like when Barca have money, they just don't know how to like buy the right pieces. Gordon will flop at Barca. I don't think he will be awful. I think Gordon will be okay. I think he'll be a decent squad player. But for 80 million, he will be considered a flop. Yes. What if I became a Barca defender? Brother, if I was a Barca defender, then that would be the best thing to ever happen for that club. I'd be a more impactful player than Messi. You know what I'm saying? I would transform Barca if I was a defender for them. I'd be the best thing since sliced bread. True, but why'd you guys think he'd score against... Wait, what? True, but why'd you guys thought he would score against Barca and UCL last season? No, so I just thought they'd be able to hit you on counterattacks because of your high line. That's my biggest reason. And by the way, I was more so thinking, right, Anthony Gordon, because he is fast. I'm thinking, okay, counterattack, Barca, they have their defense damn near in the midfield. You win possession, ball over the top, he should be through on goal. But it's just funny seeing Barca fans lie about how good they think Gordon is when after they played Newcastle 3 times last season. Not one person said, let's go get Anthony Gordon. Not one. All of a sudden, it's a bargain. No, it's not. The guy scored like 5 goals in the Prem. In the Champions League, he scored 10 goals. Look at 6 of those goals. 4 of them came against like Union SG, Karabag. Like, he was bagging against fucking conference level opponents, bro. I'm telling you, he's not that good, man. It's a shit signing. Rashford is better than Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon has never outproduced Marcus Rashford in any season, ever. Any season. So, it's weird. 80 million for Gordon, but you don't want to spend 30 million on Rashford when Rashford's better on the ball. Rashford is more creative. Rashford's better at set pieces. Rashford gives you more. But Rashford is lazy off the ball. Anthony Gordon runs. Anthony Gordon presses. Hansi Flick values those traits very much. So, you know. And again, Hansi Flick, he does have credit in the bank. So, if he asked for Anthony Gordon, then you have to trust that Flick will be able to do something with him. But for 80 million, I guarantee you that Newcastle accepted the very first offer. Because that deal got done immediately. And normally, when someone accepts the first offer, generally, you overpaid. Would trade Arda for Firmino in a heartbeat? I would not. No. When he pumps your club out here and say, Mourinho out. Yeah, Khaled. Sure, buddy. You're here damn near every single stream. I've never heard you talk about Anthony Gordon one fucking time. Until you signed him. Now it's a good signing. Shut up, bro. Give us Vinny. You can take Julian. Why would I want to downgrade, bro? Rashford's salary is way more expensive, and Anthony's payment on 5 years, 15 million per... Oi. That's actually not true, Khaled. Anthony Gordon is on 20 million per year. And the transfer is going to be about 80 million. So, okay, 80 million transfer fee and then 20 million over a 5-year contract. How much does that come out to? How much throughout that 5-year contract will Anthony Gordon cost Barcelona? Since Barca fans do like to talk about wages, right? Because, Bernardo Silva only rejected Barca because Madrid gave him wages. Yes, because fucking players come and play for free. Like, okay. Anyways, since Barca failed, let's talk about Anthony Gordon's wages. $20 million per year. $20 million, 5 years. $80 million transfer fee. Who's this? Hold on, chat. Let's do some math. Very interesting. Very interesting. So Barcelona, over the course of 5 years, Anthony Gordon will cost Barca $180 million over 5 years. $80 million transfer fee, and then he'll be getting $100 million in wages. This is what you guys have just signed. No, you're paying him more than $300K a week. Hold on. I'll show you. Hold on 1 second, John. Sorry. His salary's $18 million. It's a little under 400. It's 346,000 euros per week. This equates to an annual gross salary of roughly $18 million, which effectively doubles his previous wages at Newcastle. He signed a 5-year contract with the club. Yeah. So, no. It's $18 million a year. Sorry, it's 346K a week. Is he making more than Pedri? Hold on. Let me look at Barcelona's wages. Is that more than Pedri? Yo, Sweden have to wake up here, man. Brother, he's making more than Lamine Yamal, bro. Lamine Yamal is only making $320,000 a week. Bro, he's making $106,000 more than Pedri. He's actually Barca's second highest paid player now. Because Lewandowski is leaving. So Lewandowski's $400K is off the books. Oh, good save by Dutch's goalkeeper. Good save by Verbruggen. Frankie de Jong is now Barca's highest paid player. And Anthony Gordon is second. Yeah. Frankie is on $365,000 a week. Anthony Gordon is on $346,000 a week. Anthony Gordon is Barcelona's second highest paid player. Lamine Yamal is third. Well, him and Rafinha are third. Him and Rafinha are both on $320,577 per week. And then Koundé is fourth. Koundé is on $300,000 a week, bro. Crazy. Yo, and Ter Stegen still has 2 years left at $300,000 a week. Nah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. The thing is, if Barca would have just signed Rashford on a permanent basis, they could have agreed to any kind of wages. Yeah, he's making about $106,000 more dollars a week than Pedri. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, bro, Sweden are struggling. I don't think 2-0 means that it's over, though, right? All that it takes is just one goal to get back into it. Yeah, I do think Gordon will be Barca's number 9. I have a feeling that he'll line up like central. Decent shot by Gakpo. Would you prefer PSG 3-peat or Barca win the 6th Champions League? PSG 3-peat. That's easy. PSG 3-peat. Yeah, nah, because Gordon was on about like 8 million at Newcastle, like 8-10 million at Newcastle, so he got like a bit of a pay rise. I mean, look, let's see what happens, because like ever since then, Barca have just done nothing. So I don't know. Maybe Barca got to make some player sales. Not gonna lie, this Dutch team would love to have Dean, bro. Dean would have got called up if he was if he would have chose the Netherlands. But I get why he chose Spain, right? Like, he grew up in Spain. So, you know, he feels more Spanish than he feels Dutch. I mean, you can't blame him. But I think he would have got called up. Now he's at home, but at least he's getting rest. That's the only positive that I can have for Real Madrid players not being at the World Cup. I don't know if that's cope or not, but at least they're getting rest. Damn, Netherlands square the ball into the box. Nobody was there. Carnes, I think Sweden need to sub in. Yeah, bro. Like, man said sub in Matrix. Man said sub in. And speaking of Matrix, is this fraud live? Is Matrix live? No, actually, I don't think Matrix is home. Yeah, Matrix won't be live. Matrix not home. Yo, Billy, what's good? Yeah. It's because La Masia, bro. It's not because Barca do not spend money well. What a shot. What a shot. Bro. It's not looking good, fam. It's not looking good.
I think Gordon playing ST at Barca.
I agree with you. Big up for that, bro. I appreciate the super chat. I do have a feeling that Gordon will be playing the 9 for Barca. Unless Rafinha leaves. Because I know he just picked up an injury with Brazil. We're still waiting to hear how serious that is. We're also going to see what happens with Saudi, because a lot of Saudi clubs are interested in Gordon. in Rafinha. So maybe Barca's plan was to sell Rafinha, play Gordon left wing, and then the money that you get from Rafinha, then that can go towards a striker. I don't know. Yeah, nah, it's been a good game so far. I said 3-2 Netherlands.
Sometimes I feel dumb and then I realize Barca bought Gordon for 80 mil and didn't renew Rashford. Then I feel smart again. Smiley face emoji.
Big up vibes only, man. And shout out to Hirugashi. I hope I said your name right. I appreciate your super as well. But yeah, you know, like Barca with money, it's just two things that just don't mix. It's like throwing water on an oil fire. It's like being a vegan and saying that you eat chicken salad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I would still say that Sweden are in it too. Yeah. 2-0 down. Bro, again, you score one quick goal to start off the second half. And then now it's only a 1-goal game. You kind of put the Netherlands like on the ropes there. Now, if they go up 3-0, you ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? If they go up 3-0, then yeah, maybe it's done. Maybe it's done. 3-0 just feels like a mountain that's too steep to climb. But 2-0, depending on how fast you can score your first goal, yeah, I think you can always get back into it. Man says they are cooking Dumfries. Yeah, sure, bro. Whatever makes you feel happy. I know you want Colombia to beat Portugal. Let's just say hypothetically if Portugal win the next match and lose to Colombia, they are guaranteed to go through to the next round. Yeah, I think they'll still go through. Remember, there's 12 third place teams. The best 8 go through. I think Portugal will be in that 8, depending on their points or goal difference or goals scored. Free kick here for Sweden. Oh, what a ball! What a ball! Sweden are back into it right before halftime. 2-1.
Never stop making content, my goat. Relax, Barca cookin'. Crying face emoji.
Yo, big up Livingstone. What? Oh, it's off. Wait. He's off. He's off. Damn. He's off. Yeah, chat, that's off. Damn. I thought they bagged, bro. I thought they bagged. That's off. Yeah. Nah, Netherlands just caught life. Because then that would have been a complete momentum swing over to Sweden. But then maybe the halftime break would have messed it up. Let's see how much time they add on. 4 minutes. 4 minutes of added time. Nah, what a game. What a game. See, I knew I was onto something when I decided to do this watch along. I knew I was onto something. Everybody, smash that like button if you've not done so. Make sure you guys are subscribed and make sure that you guys are locked in. All right, people? Let's see. The ball into the box was good. Yeah. The ball was good. Let's see if Matrix can get subbed in the second half. And should have been a goal. Yeah, bro. Like maybe Matrix is at the game. Maybe Matrix is there, bro. Wait, what happened here? Free kick. Gyökeres is not taking a free kick, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro.
Uzbekistan Arbans Canada played them in friendly and we beat them with our second string. Portugal can beat them, they'll be fine to go through.
Yeah, I agree with you, Vibes. I agree. By the way, you know, I never even noticed that you were Colombian. Gyökeres is not taking this free kick, brother. There's no way. Wow. It's actually not a bad free kick, by the way. Good save. Very good save. That was not a bad free kick. Oh, my God. How do you line up offsides on a free kick? Now, you know what it is? You know how, like, they try and do, like, the comeback and then make the run? They just didn't get back in time but before he kicked up the ball. Gakpo low-key cooks Netherlands. Gakpo does normally look good for Netherlands. Yeah, but Vibes, I do think Portugal will slap Uzbekistan. I had Uzbekistan coming last in that group. At least I think I did. Yeah, I think I picked Congo for third. But yeah, I mean, if Portugal don't win that game, I don't know, bro. Portugal might be cooked. No, that was a good free kick. That was a good free kick. Kind of surprised. Yeah, I don't think Matrix is home. That's the thing. Matrix is not home. So he couldn't stream it. Bro, there's been so many World Cup games. I feel so tired, bro. Like, doing these streams, that's a good shot. Yeah, Sweden are pushing here. Sweden are pushing here, but I think after this corner, ref might go halftime. Yeah, Koeman saying, yo, let's go to halftime right now. Yeah, Verbruggen's been busy. Sweden will score. Sweden will score. There's no way that they'll stay on 0. It's just when will they score? Before the Dutch's third goal or after that point? Yeah. That's halftime. That's halftime. Does anyone in chat know where they're playing? Houston, brother. Energy Stadium, where the Texans play. That's where the Texans play, bro. This is the same field where Portugal played Congo. This is the same field, bro. Yeah, halftime. Guys, what are you saying for the match so far? Netherlands up 2-0. They had a very good start. But as the game has gone on, I think Sweden have been equal. They scored a goal, but it was offsides. They've had Verbruggen on his tippy toes. He's had to make some big saves. I think this is a very competitive match, bro. Don't be surprised if the next goal comes from Sweden. Ayori low-key has insane shot power. Dumfries never taken Trent's position, starting 11. He'll remain a backup. I mean, we didn't buy Dumfries to be starting over Trent, brother. We bought Dumfries to have another right back because Carvajal left. So Trent was the only right back that we've had going into the summer. And Trent also sometimes has injury problems. So now we have a right wing back that can go there and do somewhat of a job. I think for $20 million, Dumfries, good signing. But yeah, I mean, defensively though, yeah, Dumfries does have to improve. Big up to you for giving us these streams, guys. Bro, come on, man. You guys already know. I got to be here to watch the matches with you guys, man. Tomorrow, though, there are no watch-alongs. We're doing Germany versus Ivory Coast later. Tomorrow, nothing. I don't think any of the games tomorrow interest me enough to watch them on stream. So I'll be watching them from home. But Monday, though, is going to be insane, bro. Monday, we got 3 watch-alongs. But yeah, tomorrow, Tunisia versus Japan, Spain, Saudi Arabia, Belgium versus Iran, Uruguay, Cape Verde, New Zealand, Egypt. Get out of here, brother. I'm not doing any of those games. But like I told you guys, on Monday, yes, Argentina, Austria. We're doing that. France, Iraq. We're doing that. Norway versus Senegal. We got to do that as well. So, yeah, it's going to be insane. In my opinion, I think Sweden should use the motivation to come back because they are only thing, I think, guaranteed to go the next round. Yeah. So if Sweden win this game, then they qualify for the next round. If Sweden lose, then they still would have to get something depending on the other results on the third match day. Do you think Real Madrid will play him at center back? Dumfries. No. No. Dumfries is not a center back. Like, why would we play him at center back? If Dumfries is playing center back for Real Madrid, that means we've had so many injuries. That means we've had about 5 injuries to that center back position. Like, everyone is out. Dumfries is like the last resort. He's like the last line of resort before you gotta fucking maybe put Mbappe at center back. Dumfries is not a center back. Are you mad? Alanga, I forgot about Alanga. But yeah, why is he not starting? Let me share my screen with you guys. Yeah, Alanga gotta come off the bench, bro. Guys, smash that like button if you've not done so. Subscribe to the channel, people. Yeah, Verbruggen made some good saves. I'm shocked that Sweden hasn't scored. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Alanga is on the bench. But, I mean, Lucas Bergvall as well. Let's see. Who else could they possibly bring on? I'm not that familiar with these guys. I know Carl Starfelt. Does he play for Celta Vigo? Has to play for Celta Vigo. He has to. Yep, Celta Vigo. I knew it. I was like, that name sounds so familiar. Carl Starfelt. Now, looking at Netherlands bench, I would say, you got to bring on maybe a midfielder, but like their midfield options. Because, like, they are starting to lose control of the game. I mean, you saw it as it continued. What's your favorite jersey in history? Oh, my God. My favorite jersey in history, bro. That's a crazy question. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's so many good ones. No, I didn't gamble on this match. I should do a hate watch for Spain. I mean, but like, why would I want to hate watch Spain, bro? Like, Saudi Arabia, come on. Saudi are about to get slapped. Like, Spain are not gonna drop back-to-back games. I thought the only team that I thought could maybe take a point off of Spain would have been Uruguay. So, like, when Cape Verde did it, yeah, that was very shocking. I just don't see Saudi Arabia doing it next. Hold on, chat. Let's see. You watched the Tunisia game and went like 10K on Sweden? I have no idea what you're talking about. Yo, Dally, big up, bro. Frankie being the highest paid at Barca is nuts. Yeah, now that Lewandowski's wages are off the books, yes, Frankie is now Barca's highest paid player. He's on 360 something thousand. Anthony Gordon is now Barca's second highest paid player. He's on 346,000. And then it's Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. They're both on 320,000 basically. And then Koundé and Ter Stegen are making 300K. Then Pedri is on like 240K. We just looked at it. So, yeah, look. Hold on. Look, here are Barca's wages. This is the wage structure. Remember, after June, starting in July, Lewandowski is off the books. right? So Lewandowski, after June 30th, is out of here, right? So then it would be Frankie. And then for those of you guys that think Anthony Gordon is not on high wages, I don't know who lied to you. I don't know who lied to you, brother. Anthony Gordon will be earning $346,000 a week at Barca. This equates to an annual gross salary of roughly $18 million, which effectively doubled his previous wages at Newcastle United. So, Barca, Anthony Gordon's going to be costing Barcelona about, I don't know, 170 something million over the course of his 5-year contract. So, yeah, that would place Anthony Gordon right under Frankie and right above Lamine Rafinha. I can't believe that Koundé is on 300 bags a week, bro. And Ter Stegen still has 2 years left on his contract, bro. Ter Stegen's contract does not expire until brother, Barca still got to pay Ter Stegen 46 more million. And he's not even their starting goalkeeper, brother. There's no way. I don't see Spain dropping points, bro. I don't see it. They already dropped points versus Cape Verde. I think that's the one. I just don't see them dropping points once again. All right, let's get this off screen, though. Let's see. What if they draw? Nah, I just don't see it, bro. That's my thing, bro. Real Madrid Black Dragon kit? That was the first Madrid kit I ever got because that was the first season I started watching the club. You're talking about the 14-15 season, right? Fairs. Yeah, but again, my prediction of Netherlands 3, Spain 2, I think that could still happen, chat. I think that could still happen. Real Madrid should what? Madrid's wage structure? Hold on. So Mbappe is our highest paid player. Vinicius is after him. Alaba, look at Alaba's wages, bro. Yo, Alaba was getting paid $22.5 million to fucking model kits. To be fair to Alaba, though, when we first saw, bro, Alaba at Bayern was elite, right? So I'm not going to get onto it too much because Alaba was phenomenal at Bayern. But yeah, Alaba's wages are off the books now. So yeah, Alaba's no longer here. So then that would make Jude the third highest paid player. And then Valverde, Rodrigo, Rudiger has a new contract. And they said that Rudiger took a big pay cut. So Rudiger's probably Rudiger's probably at like 10 million now. Remember, Rudiger's new contract kicks in July. Because Rudiger's contract ran out. Well, this current contract runs out June 30th. Just like Alaba. So it's going to be interesting to see how much of a pay cut Rudiger took. Carvajal's leaving, so his $200K off the books. Ceballos terminated his contract, right? Ceballos agreed to forfeit the last year of his salary. So Ceballos is out of here. So that's $200K a week that gets filled as well. Yeah. Bro, Endrick is only on $40,000 a week. Why I thought Endrick got bigger wages than that. Arda's only on $100K? Fairs. Fairs. But Franco's on 140. Fuck. Yeah, bro. His agent cooked. His agent absolutely cooked. Yo, I'm doing good, bro. Check how much CR7 is being paid. All right. What is that? Al Nazar wages. CR7 is on like 200 million a year, bro, or something crazy like that. Let's see. Yo, bro. Yo, bro. CR7 is making 4 million a week, bro. Ronaldo is getting paid 4 million a week. Do you see these wages, bro? Man is making 208.4 million a year. This guy, bro, the players are coming back out for the second half. Oh my God. Leo, look at Sadio Mane's wages, bro. I wish I was an old, washed up player and went to Saudi, brother. That's crazy. That is insane, bro. 4 million a week, man. Yeah. Second half's about to start. Somerville is coming on, but I'm not sure for who. Maybe Daniel Mallon. I don't think you'll take off Brian Brobry, right? He's on a brace. It wouldn't really make that much sense. So, yeah. I think that's Daniel Mallon that's coming off. Yep. Somerville is on. You know what I wonder? I wonder why Grain Pot, like, why do managers wear a suit and tie? If I was a manager, I'd be showing up in sweatpants with the team's logo on the shirt, team logo on the pants, and I'd be wearing sneakers. There's no way I'm gonna be like at a football match in a fucking blazer and like khakis. Ain't no way, boy. Yeah. CR7's family will never need for money like ever again. Brother, Ronaldo is the first athlete that's currently playing to be worth $2 billion, bro. CR7 right now has a net worth of $2 billion. His family will never need money. CR7 could take care of every single person in his family and still have hundreds of million, a billion left. He would be fine. Now I understand why CR7 don't want to retire. Yeah, I wouldn't retire until all them wages is paid, brother. I need all that. But thing is, though, yo, bro, because CR7 still has another year left on his contract. Brother, he's owed $416.8 million. Fucking yo. Nah, man. Hey, look, the fruits of your labor. The fruits of your labor, bro. 41 years old, getting paid like that in Saudi Arabia. Fuck it, man. I actually think, like, after CR7 retires... I forgot to turn on my timer. After CR7 retires, I think he'll be in movies. Yeah, I completely forgot to turn back on my timer. I'm like a minute behind. Or like a minute and like 30 seconds behind. It's fine. Don't worry. Somerville. Ooh, good bit of skill here. Good link up. Oh my days. Another assist by Dumfries. 3-0. 3-0. Yeah, Sweden, you're done. All that momentum that Sweden had before the break, done. I don't think you come back from 3-0. No! What a ball.
Spain will drop more points. Saudi is very defensively organized, and Uruguay with that physical Latin American style of football can make it hard.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, with Uruguay play a bad brand of football. Okay, not a bad brand. They play a very high risk. Think of Barcelona's high line on steroids. Uruguay under Bielsa, I think Spain will be able to score a couple goals. They do have that physicality, yes. But, I don't know vibes. I think Uruguay will make it competitive, but I think Barca will beat them. That's Dumfries 2 assists. My days. Yeah, like, yo, these Dumfries low-driven crosses are fucking insane, bro. I mean, Sweden ended the first half so well. Yeah, Somerville's link up was good there with Dumfries. Trash defending from Sweden. I mean, it's just a good run, like at the far post. Mane also, yeah, bro. Mane is on 769K a week in Saudi. Incredible wages, incredible wages. This is how Inter play. No, it's not. Inter do not play a back four. Look at my right back. Look at my right back, bro. My right back right there. Yeah, Sweden, bro. All that momentum over, bro. All of it is gone. Incredible. Incredible. Verbruggen made some big saves. They weren't able to get on the score sheet. And now look at them, bro. 3-0 down. It's over. There's no way that you're going to come back from that. Hold on, chat. The way they play, their offensive style, not their back line. I mean, fairs in terms of attacking with the fullbacks. Oh, okay. But I think it's just more so Dumfries that's been putting in like great low crosses. I'm not really even noticing the other fullback. Like Van de Ven hasn't really done anything offensively. Sweden still looks dangerous. They look dangerous, but 3-0 down, they're not coming back, bro. This is not... I don't see the Netherlands capitulating like that to lose a 3-goal lead. Lamine will play versus Cucurella, not Dumfries. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Cucurella will cook him. I'm not worried. Seeing this match made me realize how good Japan played. Yes, Japan did play good against Netherlands. Yes, they did. They did. And what? Japan are about to play Tunisia, right? So Japan should slap them up. That should be 3 points for Japan. So I see this group going into the third match day. My prediction is going to be Netherlands first, Japan second, Sweden third. That's how I think it'll look when we get to match day 3 for these groups. And then it'll be very interesting because then Japan's going to have to play Sweden, and one of them are going to have to win to possibly boost their odds of making the last 32, right? So, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, Sweden could still score 2 goals. It's a fact. Yeah. But then, do we think Dutch won't score again from the 53rd minute to the 90th? I mean, we got about 40 minutes left. Plus added time, bro. So it's like, they're probably going to bag again. Oh, my days. They've scored. Gakpo, what a finish. Cuts inside, near post. Yo, Cody Gakpo always performs for the Netherlands. He looks like a completely different player for his country than he does for Liverpool.
I just know La Porta Potty is so mad right now. Smiley face emoji, skull emoji.
¡Qué golazo! ¡Gol! ¡Golazo!
Yo, big up vibes. I mean, of course, bro. Of course. They're probably, like, at Barca pissed right now. What a finish, bro. Yeah, that's a very good strike. Yeah, it goes near post, bro. Keeper can't save that. Low power driven shot as well. Nah, fairs, bro. 4-0 is crazy. I said we were going to see a lot of goals, but I definitely thought both teams would have bagged. I didn't think it would just be one. Yeah, he's about to bring on Bergvall. Yeah, bro, my prediction is cooked. The prediction is cooked. Somerville's such a baller. Yeah, Somerville's a good player. I think Man United are looking at possibly bringing him in. Yeah. I think Man United are trying to sign him and Fernandez from West Ham. Sweden are here. Yeah, bro. I just think they're cooked, man. They're cooked. Isak gave the ball away. He just came to be. Oh my God! Here come Netherlands again, bro. Here come Netherlands again, brother. If they get a fifth, oh, power shot there. Power shot there. I think that's Dumfries that took that shot. What is this? No, that's Gravenberch. What is this nonsense? Superior player of the match. Just say man of the match, bro. Oh, I didn't update the score. Shit, I thought I did, bro. Fucking nothing scoring so fucking much. My gosh. Yeah, but if May not interested in him, so will Liverpool. And Liverpool like stealing interest from United. Yeah, but oh my God, they got to score here. What a goal! What a goal! Anthony Elanga, immediate impact. He is rapid. What a yo, bro! Anthony Elanga's pace. My days. Now, you know what it is, bro? It's too late. It's too late. Bro, they went up 4-0. That's a very good finish by Elanga, but I just don't see a comeback happening here. I don't see it. There's no way that Sweden can win this game. Yeah, bro, instant impact for Elanga. It's a very good run. He is one of those, like, PNP guys. Why wasn't he playing from the beginning? And Carnage or remontada can still happen, brother. They're not coming back from 4-0 down, brother. They're not. Because guess what? I still think Sweden will score one more goal. I still think the Netherlands will score. I think the Netherlands will end with 5 goals. I think the Netherlands got another goal in their locker, bro. Because Sweden are going to be too focused on attacking. There's going to be space left behind, and they're going to concede. Yes. Man said Barca signed the wrong Anthony from Newcastle. I don't know if Elanga is better than Anthony Gordon, though. Hey, look, man, we control. I don't rate Anthony Elanga like that. I mean, I don't rate Gordon either, but I think Gordon got a little more to his game than Anthony Elanga, bro. Like, Elanga is just PNP, bro. Like, I mean, but kind of that's not like Gordon, too. I mean, shit. You know what? Fairs. Cross in. My gosh, dangerous ball into the box. Dangerous. Yeah, I know. I told Matrix in the Chaos chat to hold that. I say, yo, hold that, little man. Hold that, fam. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit. Sweden have the momentum right now. Sweden have the momentum at the moment. The Netherlands are good, but they're not as ruthless as Germany. They would normally score 4 or 5 against us, an average team, but not 7. 30 minutes left. If I have a bodyguard, it will be a Dumfries. Yo, bro, that guy never looks happy, man. Dumfries look like he's always pissed about something, bro. Be looking at him like, yo, bro, chill. Dumfries, you gotta chill. Bro be scaring us, man. Come on. Hold on, John. Yo, FIFA's president is at every game that I'm doing a watch along for, bro. This guy knows which games to pick. Because Barca signed him, everyone is better than him now, right? No, I mean, just Gordon's just shit. It doesn't really take much for a lot of attackers to be better than Anthony Gordon, brother. Marcus Rashford's better than Anthony Gordon. That's why people are laughing at you. You literally spent $80 million because a guy runs and presses. Like, that shit is crazy. $80 million for a guy that's trash on the ball. That's not a good finisher. It's just weird. And Gordon's not, like, how old is Anthony Gordon? I don't think he's, like, super young, right? This guy's got to be, like, let me see, how old is Anthony Gordon? 25 years old, bro. Gordon's in his mid-20s, dog. When's he turning, when's his 26th birthday? Yeah, Gordon turns 26 in February. Like, he's closer to 30 than he is to 20. And you paid 80, like, bro, like, sorry. Dumfries never smiles. Bro, I'm telling you. That guy just always looks pissed off. Like, bro, you just signed for Real Madrid. I wonder if he'll smile during his Madrid press conference. Or, bro, he's going to look like he's Perez's bodyguard. Only time will tell. Playing with Lamine will boost him. Okay, brother. Whatever you need to say to make yourself feel better about wasting $80 million. I think he's gonna be your striker, though. Yeah, he just always just looks mad. I think that's just his face. Gordon plays like a dollar store version of Messi. Now that's crazy, bro. He has a lot of time, but they pay too much. Karen, did you see Madrid Extra about... Oh, my God, bro. I do not want Real Madrid to sign this Moroccan kid, bro. I don't want him. Like, come on. One good performance versus Brazil. And now, yeah. Let's go drop 70 million on Abu Adi. It's ridiculous. No. Yo, Gordon's cooking low key. Sorry, Gordon fucking Alanga's cooking low key. Do you think Dumfries is starting at Real Madrid? Not if Trent is fit. But I do think there will be games that Dumfries starts and Trent's on the bench. It's just about rotation. Because you can't start the same player every single week, even if they are fit. You can't just start one guy every single game. So there does need to be rotation to keep everyone fit, to keep everyone fresh. As long as Enzo is not coming, you're fine. I'd rather get Enzo Fernandez than this kid from Morocco, bro. I think Enzo will cook at Real Madrid. Are they showing an ad right now? Oh, okay, well, the hydration break. Okay. Yeah, hydration break. Yeah, I forgot. Sweden do look dangerous. It's just a little too late, bro. They needed some of that to start off the match, but before they allowed Netherlands to score 4. Man said third quarter. Think Buwadi, 50 million is fair, brother. The transfer market is not fair. They're gonna want a ridiculous amount of money. This is a hot summer. Where are you located? What state, bro? Bro, the Morocco kid has been great. Both great. Okay. Yeah. He was great versus fucking Scotland. Yeah, bro. Okay, brother. Yeah. He was great yesterday. Yep. Was just as good as the Brazil game. The Brazil game was the only one that he looked really good. Against against Scotland, he looked mid. It's what it is. He looked mid. I don't know what to tell you, gang. He looked mid. He's not worth 70 million. I'm not saying that he's not going to become world class. I'm not saying that he's not going to be a great player. But right now, if he's the big midfield signing, I'm going to be pissed. The way that they're talking about like all these players, if he is that, I'm going to be pissed. Just so we're clear. It can't be him. All right, bro. Yep. Brother, but being a young player doesn't mean anything. Memphis is coming on. Brobry's coming off. So, yeah, Brian Brobry with the brace. He's off. Memphis headband Depay is coming on. Let's see what he can do. I think he's the all-time Netherlands top goal scorer. Brother, being 18 means nothing, bro. Just because you're 18, I'm not going to sit here and say that you played well in a game that you didn't. He was mid. I think his work rate was good against Scotland, but his overall game was mid. Against Brazil, I thought he was very good. Being 18 has nothing to do with that's such like an irrelevant thing, brother. Are you playing with the first team or not? I don't care if you're 14 years old. If you're with the first team and if you're playing week in, week out, then you're going to get criticized like everybody else. It can get to 112 degrees where you live. Bro, where do you live? Where do you live, bro? I don't think he's the profile that Madrid need. Because I don't view him as a deep-lying playmaker. That's the profile that Madrid need. Or, if you don't want that profile, then I think you need more so like a Vitinha profile, which is what Mateus Fernandes is. Las Vegas? Yeah, Las Vegas do get hot. Las Vegas does get incredibly hot. Fuck. Las Vegas, bro. Nah, that's crazy, my guy. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, once you said Las Vegas, I already know where you're at. It is burning, bro. I can't believe Depay is an all-time goal scorer in the Netherlands yet. Yeah, bro. I think he broke the record like last year. Bro, he's a good player, man. I remember the potential that he used to have before that United deal.
A Ghana striker for another Ghana striker sub. Smiley face emoji. Ghana emoji. Netherlands emoji.
Are you... Livingstone, are you Ghanaian, bro? Big up for the super. How much is Adam Wharton? I would think around 70, 80 million. I'd rather get Adam Wharton than sign Buati. Give me Adam Wharton. Yes. Vegas lost its vibe. Not a lot of people showing up. I mean, look, you really only go to Las Vegas if you're looking to gamble, right? Like, there's not... Like, Vegas, you're there for a very specific reason, dog. Like, nobody's going to Vegas if you're not trying to potentially lose a lot of money, bro. We just got to call it for what it is. If you're going to Las Vegas, you have to be prepared to lose a lot of money. Because when you gamble, you're more than likely never going to win. Like, you have to understand this. They don't build these big casinos because you're winning your bets. 99% of people are losing. You have to understand. So, we'll see. Currently having ice cream since it's hot in the UK. Big up to the UK, man. I mean, hot weather is good for y'all. Because normally, isn't it fucking in the UK? Like, isn't it like always like gloomy and like raining and like, isn't that how it normally is? So, that's a W for you guys. Do I rate Anderson? No. Elliot Anderson, the money that Nottingham Forest want, if I was Man City, I would tell them to fuck off. They are out of their mind asking for a Premier League record for Elliot Anderson, bro. What? Elliot Anderson, Premier League record. I'd have told Forest, never mind, bro. I'd have said, you know what? Keep him. It's all good. I don't think Dumfries is better than Trent, but he gets so many assists, getting up and down. Yeah, I think Dumfries has a better motor than Trent. Like, I think Dumfries covers more ground. I think Dumfries has better athleticism. I think Dumfries has just a better physical skill set, right? Like, his stamina is, bro, Dumfries does not stop running. This guy up and down that right-hand side. But when it comes to playmaking, Trent is on a different level. Like, Dumfries is good going forward. That's dangerous there. That was almost in... Bro, that cross by Sweden could have been in a very... But, and I'm saying, I think Dumfries to me is better if he's going forward, right? Just like Trent. But his crossing is good, but it's not on Trent's level. Like, Trent is a better passer, better crosser, better from set pieces, right? Free kicks, corners, whatever. That's where Trent specializes. See, Dumfries is more of a physical player, right? Like pace and power. Trent is not PNP. Trent is technically very gifted on the ball. Trent is an amazing passer. So, like, it's similar in terms of now both of our fullbacks like to go forward, but they offer you different things when they go forward. Wait, Carnes, Mbappe literally plays like an actual 9 for France. I think Mourinho will get him to do the same for Madrid. I think his teammates and coach for France told him that's his job, and he did it. I hope so, bro. I hope so. It's been 2 years of shit. So, yeah, hopefully Mbappe can start operating like we need him to, centrally. What do you think will be the Premier League standings? I think Arsenal will win the league again next year. I think Man City... See, I think Arsenal will win the Prem again. I like Enzo Maresca, but I have to see him at Man City first. But I'm thinking top 4 will be somewhat like, no order, but Arsenal, Man City. You know, Man United, can they do it now that they're back in Europe? How will Carrick manage that? Yeah, I don't know, bro. Trent is finished? Sure, bro. If that makes you feel better. If I was Real Madrid, I would not go for Olise, but already they're said all the rumors was... Yeah, again, I'm dropping a video on that. I'm going to drop a video on that, maybe like either after the Ecuador game. No, not Ecuador game, sorry. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to drop a video on that tomorrow. I'm going to drop that video I'm thinking tomorrow morning. How should I drop it tonight? I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me... Yeah, about 10 minutes left. Do you think Güler will have a better career than Paz? I mean, one is going to be the number 10 for Real Madrid. Like, the attack, like, we're going to be starting. The other one, I don't know where his future is going to be. As of right now, yes, Nico Paz looks like he will have a better career. Sorry, Arda Güler looks like he will have a better career. Because I don't know what's going to happen with Nico Paz's future, you know? I like Adam Wharton better than Enzo and Mateus. I like Mateus better than all of them. Then Adam Wharton, then Enzo. If we buy good forwards, we'll retain. Yeah, I think Arsenal need to address that left wing. Come sign Mbappe, brother. 250 million, man. Come get Mbappe. How far you think the U.S. can go in the World Cup? I think quarterfinals the furthest. And that depends on how the bracket takes place, like what the possible pathways can be. I think realistically we'll go to the round of 16, but I think we can go to the quarterfinals. We do look good at the moment, but I got to see us do it against a big nation. Real Madrid hates Argentinian players, and I don't blame them, brother. We just signed Franco Mastantuono last summer, and we have Nico. We have 2 Argentinians. Wait, what? What are you talking about? The club are also looking at Enzo Fernandez. The Real Madrid do not hate Argentinian players. Oi. Because the GOAT owned them too many times. Yes. Let me cry with my 15 UCLs. Yeah, he owned us. He owned us. That's why people think Madrid are the best club in the world. Yeah. Because he's owned us. That's why neutrals say that. And again, I'm not talking about Madrid fans. I'm not talking about Barca fans. I'm talking about the average fan. Go ask them what's the biggest club in the world. They're going to all say, 95% will say Real Madrid. Yeah. He owned us so hard that people think that we're the best club in the world. Hold that. Shit, yeah. Even FIFA gave us the club of the century. Club of the century. Do you know what a century is, brother? 100 years, brother. The best club of the last 100 years, bro. They gave us that trophy. Are you mad? But yeah, they owned us. Hold. Yeah, I know. Nico was born in Spain. Yeah. But he represents Argentina. Same thing like Brahim Diaz. He was born in Spain. He now represents Morocco. Same thing like Hakimi. He was born in Madrid. And he represents Morocco. Olise was born and raised in England. Represents France. It doesn't really matter where you're born. If you don't play for that national team, then that's not what people are going to call you. Like, nobody called. What a save. Yeah, see, Sweden woke up too late. Sweden woke up a bit too late. That's a very good shot. That's a very good save. But yeah, I think should have been doing this earlier, bruv. But by the way, guys, as soon as this match ends, we are ending the stream. I am out of here because we are going to be going live very shortly after this for Ivory Coast versus Germany. But before that, like, I just want to eat and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is crazy. I just want to, like, rest my eyes real quick because, bro, doing these watch-alongs, bruv, it ain't easy. It ain't easy doing all these watch-alongs, chat. Trust me, bro. Trust me. It does take a toll on your body. Germany versus Ivory Coast is going to be a movie. Yeah, I'm very interested in seeing how Diomande plays. Because Diomande was cooking Ecuador, bro. He was cooking Piero Hincapi and William Pacho. I ain't gonna lie. Diomande was moving me in that game. So now I want to see it versus Germany. Versus a top 10 team in the world. I think that game's going to have goals. I think just like this, it'll have goals. I'm still trying to figure out like what my official score prediction will be. But yeah, I'm very excited for that, brother. Oi. Predict 3-2 Germany? That's kind of how I'm feeling, bro. That's kind of how I'm feeling. Bro, okay, so guys, I'm going to give you a hint, okay? When you see my watch-along set up, right, chat? When you see my watch-alongs, look at what jersey I'm wearing on my thumbnails. Because before, I was wearing the same shirt on all my thumbnails for the watch-alongs. But I've switched it up, right? Look at what jersey I'm wearing for the thumbnail, and that's who I think, or that's who I want to win. It's one of two things. That's either who I want to win or who I think will win. Did you guys know? Huh? I think Germany's too much for them. Yeah, I think Germany will win too. Yeah, but like my thumbnail will always tell you who I'm rooting for. Or who I want to win. Or, sorry, well, who I'm rooting for or who I think will win. It's one of those two. Okay, well, you know like what I meant. I didn't mean like eat and use the bathroom at the same time. Who does that? You know what I'm saying? You got to be a nasty individual. Oh my God, 5. 5. Yo, Somerville, look at the impact off the bench for Crescencio Somerville. My God. 5-1. Nah, this has been an ass whipping. This has been a demolition, bro. What a goal.
¡Qué golazo! ¡Gol! ¡Golazo!
The thing is, Sweden weren't even that bad today. Like, bro, Sweden should have probably scored about 3-4 goals themselves. But yeah, Netherlands were very clinical. Like, look at the build up there. And let's not forget, Somerville's playing for a move away. West Ham got relegated. That brother is not trying to remain at West Ham playing championship football. You already see that Man United are looking at him. And if he keeps performing like this, it's his second goal. I think he also got an assist, if I'm not mistaken, on one of those goals that they scored. Bro, big clubs might be coming in for him, right? Man United might not be the only one. So, yeah, I mean, look, Somerville's trying to get a move as well. Impact sub, bro. Impact sub. Very good their opening 2 games. Real Madrid need to sign this guy? No. We don't need a winger. I don't think Barca can afford Somerville. He'd cost too much money to be your backup, bro. Like, Barca are not going to be spending $60 million for somebody to sit on the bench behind Yamal. Yeah, him and Fernandez will be leaving West Ham. Yeah, goal and an assist. But by the way, how much time are they going to add on, man? I'm not seeing any time added on. They've not showed the graphic yet, so. But yeah, this is over. 5 minutes. Yeah. Verbruggen's been good today. He's been very good today. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Sweden should have scored about 3-4 goals themselves. Carnage, rate this World Cup so far. On a scale of 1 to 10, I get this World Cup an 8. Nah, 7. 7 so far. Let me see what the knockouts is looking like. I'm very excited for knockout. I love knockout football. I love when teams' backs are against the wall. I love it, bro. Yeah, man, Gyökeres did nothing today. The only good thing that Gyökeres did was the free kick. The free kick, it was a good ball. I need Argentina to get knocked out. Yes, as early as possible, man. As early as possible. Hopefully Portugal can bounce back. Imagine Ronaldo dagger to send Leo to Cancun. Could you imagine if we got Argentina versus Portugal quarterfinals, brother? That would break the internet. That would be the biggest game in the history of footy, bro. Yeah, man. Game is done. Game is done, guys. Would you rather Barca win the 6 or Spain or Argentina win the World Cup? Spain or Argentina win the World Cup? Yeah. Over Barca winning the UCL? No, actually. Nah, yeah. Nah. Let them win the World Cup. I don't give a fuck about that too much. But Barca winning a UCL? Because, see, Spain winning a World Cup, yeah, they got Barca players, but that's not something that Barca have done. It's what Spain have done, right? So, yeah. I could flip that. But Barca winning their 6th UCL? Nah, man. I'm not trying to see that. I'm not. Yeah, this game is over, ref. This game is over. Yeah. Like, when Spain won the Euros, I didn't really care. Like, yeah, I didn't want them to win it, but I didn't care. Like, okay. But Barca fans, they have to flex international trophies because their club can't really chat to Madrid when it comes to the big trophies. So, fair enough. But, and plus, Cucurella would have won the World Cup as well then. So, fairs, right? Yeah. Hey, look, a Real Madrid player started. So, look, that's full time though, guys. Full time. Look, I'm out of here, okay? We are going to be live in about 30 minutes, okay? About 30 minutes for us to go for Germany versus Ivory Coast, okay? This is going to redirect you over to that stream. So, yeah. Go over there, right? Hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe and turn on those notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in a second. Peace. And by the way, big up okjersey.com.